people, 10,000 boys and 10,000 girls. So 20,000 becomes population size, and these two are our stratum sizes, and 36 is the sample that we require. So using the formula, I can find here that 21.83 boys will be taken in my sample, which comes out to be 22, and when I subtract boys from my sample size, I finally get 14 girls. So this is how I have used disproportionate sampling to find the total sample elements. Now this was in all that we have seen today for stratified random sampling, and in a jiffy we are just going to review the whole lesson that we have seen. The first thing is sampling is done whenever it is possible and whenever the strata can be formed. The process of grouping the population into strata is called stratification. Homogeneity is why we go for stratification. A sample of suitable size is drawn from each strata with the help of simple random sampling. The greatest challenge here is suitable stratification variable that which we have to decide, which is very, very crucial. Stratification can be one way or can be two way, and we have just seen number of examples. The number of strata and type of strata should always be checked before final stratification. It is very, very useful whenever information is required for each stratum and it is representative of the whole sample. Sampling can be proportionate or disproportionate, and you can always use the formulas and you can find the number of elements coming inside the sample. Stratified sampling always gives efficient samples, and it is one of the best probability sampling method. So this was stratified sampling in all of you, and stratified sampling is considered to be one of the best probability sampling method. I hope the concepts that we have taken in the sample is clear by end of the lesson. All the best all of you, and thank you.
Sandhan, All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.